Welcome to Rainier Avenue Radio. And this will be in the 2021 season.
Our final broadcast, but we are excited to be here at Seattle Academy to bring this game to our listeners, Tony, and our viewers on what, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody, and I want to welcome the UPrep listeners who are watching as well. I
Yes.
talked to a few folks. As a matter of fact, you know Funk Daddy?
Who?
The legendary Funk Daddy, DJ Funk Daddy.
All right. The Funk Meister, huh?
His daughter plays for UPrep.
Oh, cool.
She said the game's going to be on Rainier Avenue Radio. So
all right.
like, yeah, cool. So here we are.
And we are here because Funk Daddy's daughter called it. And so, Tony, real quickly, the starting lineups were announced for UPrep coach Andrew Schneider. You got Jane Scroggs, Skylar Coulter, Charlotte Posel, Catherine Jackson, and Paris Barron. And then for Seattle Academy, you've got Zoe Bishop, Lucy Van Newkirk, Ela Giblin, Katie Drace, and Faith Tade.
All right. Well, this is it. This is win or go home.
Yes.
So here we are, first quarter action. And, right away, the ball is knocked out of bounds by that aggressive Seattle Academy defense.
Absolutely.
Ball is inbounded to UPrep. Ball down low. Tied up.
Jump ball possession error to Seattle Academy.
And great play down there, Tony, by Ela Giblin, the freshman, 5'10", freshman guard, to tie up, and arrow was going to Seattle Academy's way.
And right away, Katie Drace takes the ball to the hoop, goes right, pulls up from about 7-8 feet away, banks a shot off the backboard. The bank is open, Rick.
Yes, it is. It's early. And it'll be open late, too, won't it?
UPrep with that ball, and Paris Buren has it. And that would be, I believe, Funk Daddy's daughter.
Ah, all right.
We've got a violation, though, in backcourt that vaunted Seattle Academy pressure defense.
Yes.
Always disrupts teams at the beginning of the game.
So, Tony, you mentioned a winner advances, a loser goes home. This is the Emerald Cascade kind of playoffs. And so tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday.
Tade with the ball to Drace. Drace whips the ball over to Zoe Bishop. Shot put up from 3 by Van Newkirk. Doesn't go. Drace with the rebound. Loses it. Faith Tade. Ela Giblin.
Was a nice follow there by the freshman, yeah.
UPrep with the ball now, down 4-0. Buren with the ball. Buren puts up a one-handed shot with the right hand, bounces off the back of the rim, doesn't go. Drace with the rebound quickly in the front court. Drace being aggressive offensively and drills the three-pointer.
Tell you what, no hesitation there, Tony. She had an opening and pulled up.
This is going to make it 7-0 now. UPrep gets the ball into front court to Charlotte Posel. 3-point shot put up. That one bounces off the side of the rim, doesn't go. Again rebounded by Drace, and Drace again forcing the action in the front court. Finds Faith Tade open with a nice feed under the hoop, and Tade converts the layup, and we're going to have a timeout right away. We are about a minute and 40 into the game, a minute and 37 seconds to be exact, and
yeah, Coach Andrew Schneider said, hey, wait a minute, let's cut this this tide of scoring here.
And as we say, Rick, every time we cover the Seattle Academy basketball squad, the girls team, that's what they want to do. They want to get up a shot within 5-6 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Coach Joel DeBrule, his philosophy is the more shots we get up, the more opportunity we have to score. And so he's not concerned about their shooting percentage. He's like, hey, get the shots up and don't hesitate. So they're going to run, they're going to gun defensively. As we see it, they are going to pressure, they're going to contest every pass, and they're going to do that from start to finish, end to end.
All right, and as you say that, they come out on the baseline of UPrep. UPrep bringing the ball in now. Skylar Coulter looking for somebody to get the ball into. Looking for Paris Buren. Finally gets it into Buren, trapped in the corner. Pass is knocked away by Tade. I think we're going to have a foul call, though. And we will have a foul call.
No, actually, I think they're saying just that the ball was out on Tade. Yeah. Yep. So no foul call.
No foul call there.
Checking in for Seattle Academy is number 13, Kalia McRoy, another freshman.
Skylar Coulter again looking to inbounds the ball, looking for Buren, can't get it to her, better get it in quickly. Ball is taken by Van Newkirk. Again, Seattle Academy with the steal. Tate with the ball from the right wing, fires a shot that doesn't go, rebounded underneath. That shot doesn't go. Kalia McRoy with the ball again, and I think we're going to get a traveling call. So a couple of offensive rebounds early for Seattle Academy.
Yeah, and Kalia McRoy getting 5'5" freshman coming in and working on that offensive glass.
Buren with the ball, goes up the left side, guarded by 3 players, gets it in the front court. Van Newkirk almost makes the steal. Shot put up from 3, bounces off the back of the rim, doesn't go. Tate battles for the rebound, ends up in the hands of Drace. Drace comes up with the fast dribble, gives it to Tate. Tate off the backboard with the layup, doesn't go. Ball is rebounded by UPrep.
And that was a great dish by Drace, and Tate just couldn't finish. And Tate, who's a lefty, came on the left side there and shot it with the right hand, so missed the lay-in there.
Ball is inbounded to Buren. Buren outside, tries to find her way through the lane. A lot of traffic. 3-point shot is blocked by Tate. And again, Drace with the ball quickly up the point to McRoy. McRoy with the layup. That shot doesn't go. Ball's loosened on the floor. Barris Buren gets it. Buren quickly in the front court with the left hand, guarded by McRoy. Puts up a shot with the left hand that doesn't go. Rebounded. McCoy picks up the loose ball. Ball's on the floor. Players on the floor. I think we're going to have possession here, which is in favor of Seattle Academy.
And Paris Buren, actually, no, they're calling Paris Buren on the foul. Tony, I think a little frustrated. Had the breakaway lane, felt there was some contact there, didn't get the call, and then trying to make up for it and get the steal. They call it for a reach.
Absolutely right. And into the game, Kiki Caputo for Seattle Academy. Seattle Academy still up 9-0. Drace with the ball in the front court. Van Newkirk hands it back to Drace between the legs on the left side outside the circle. Van Newkirk open for the 3, takes the 3, and Van Newkirk drills the 3. 5 minutes left here in the first quarter, and 12-0 lead for Seattle Academy. The Pumas not on the board yet. Pumas quickly in the front court. They've got a 2-on-1 front break, and Seattle Academy quickly gets back to shut that down. Buren from the right side. Buren puts up a shot off the glass and in, and there's the first bucket for the UPrep Pumas. That makes it 12-2. And quickly in the front court, Drace puts up a shot that went about 2 feet, but she was 4 feet away from the hoop, Rick. But the foul had something to do with it.
Yeah. Stop the progression of the basketball. And Tony, we might add that for our listeners and viewers, UPrep is underwoman, doesn't say underman, but they only got 6 players here, so that's going to be a factor at some point. Is that Coach Joel DeBrule will continue to throw fresh legs at the Pumas.
And continue to push the ball and continue to play aggressively on defense.
Yeah.
And, Rick, that's just going to ultimately wear UPrep down.
Yeah, no doubt. So they have 2 other players on their roster, and they could not. They're not in uniform, not playing tonight. And so, again, the Pumas only have 6 players, rather.
And Drace hits both free throws. Pumas try to get the ball in the front court quickly, and they do. Ball in the hands of Catherine Jackson. Jackson looking for somebody to get it to, and again, that pressure results in a traveling violation. Bia Cunard into the game for Seattle Academy as well. Drace pulls up from deep behind the 3-point line. Shot doesn't go. Buren with the rebound. Buren stops and pops. Buren's shot doesn't go. And again, his ball is rebounded by Drace. Tries to get the ball in the front court to Newkirk. That pass is stolen away. Squabs with the ball to Buren. Buren drives the right side. Shot doesn't go. Drace with another rebound into front court. Guarded there by Squabs. Van Newkirk with the 3. Glances off the bottom of the front rim. Doesn't go. Squabs on the left side in the front court. Defended by Van Newkirk. Gets the ball back to Buren. Buren probes the lane. Nothing doing there. Squabs back outside. Puts up a deep 3. Glances off the rim. Doesn't go. Nice rebound there by Kiki Caputo. Drace in the front court. Drace wheels and deals. Goes to the left inside the lane. Backs back out. Again, probes the hoop. Nothing doing there, and Paris Buren taps that ball out, hits the baseline.
Yeah, the quick hands there by Paris Beeren. And so Seattle Academy having a baseline inbounds, but only 16 now on the shot clock.
Van Newkirk looking for somebody to get the ball and looking for Dre, or looking for Tate. Tate has it. Thinks about a three, doesn't take it. Ball over again to Cunard, loses the ball. Catherine Jackson with it, gets it to Beeren. Beeren double teamed in backcourt. Van Newkirk and Tate again, still double teamed. Gets a shot off. This one doesn't go.
Yeah, Paris Beeren able to dribble out of that double team and force the action with a drive to the basket. Should go to the line for 2 shots.
So with 3:01 here left in the first quarter of this first, I guess it'll be quarterfinals.
Yes, yes. And checking in for Seattle Academy is junior B. Cunard.
First shot is up. Soft touch. And the ball nestles into the net after bouncing a couple times on the rim. We've seen that rim reject the ball.
Yeah.
That'll make it 14-3. Opportunity to pull within 10 here for Paris Beeren. That shot is up. That one bounces hard off the left side of the rim. Rebounded, though, by the Pumas. And I think we're going to have a
someone on the inline. Inline, yeah. They on the baseline there, stepped on the line.
Cunard inbounds the ball to Tate. Tate with the ball in the front court. Puts up a three, and a three is buried just outside the three-point line from the right side by Tate. That's going to make it 17-3 now. Beeren rushes in the front court, finds Jackson. Jackson pulls up from the three-point line. That one doesn't go. Jackson gets her own rebound, rolls up on the rim, then rolls out. Ball in the hands of Tate. Tate shakes, bakes, looks for Giblin. Giblin gets the ball back to Tate. Tate open for the three. Tate at the top of the circle. Bounces high off the rim. Giblin with the rebound ends up in the hands of McRoy. And taken away in an open layup. Falls off, does not go for the Pumas. A shot from the free throw line. That one doesn't go. An offensive rebound. Ball's on the floor now. Beeren with it pulls up just inside the free throw line. That was short. Nice hustle there by the Pumas, but they're going to come up short, and that'll be turned back over to Seattle Academy.
Skylar Coulter checking back in for the Pumas here. Tony, with only a minute 54 left, Seattle Academy commanding a 17-3 lead.
So the Pumas are going to have to rotate frequently.
Yeah, they really are.
To make sure that their players get rest, especially at this pace. Drace with the ball, 17-3 lead now, minute 47 to go. Drace stops to Giblin, back on top to Drace as the Academy works the ball around. Finally, a shot put up by McRoy, doesn't go. Rebound put up, that one doesn't go. Drace with the rebound, tied up. And we'll have possession arrow with Catherine Jackson. Looks like might be Catherine, but I think it's Catherine. Ties up Drace, possession arrow in favor of the Pumas. Beeren with it. In the corner, gets it to Scroggs. Scroggs quickly in the front court. Shot put up. That one does not go. So the Pumas will retain possession.
Cardinals number 15, Davina Cortadano checks in for Kylie McRoy.
On their baseline, and Davina Cortadano checks into the game for Seattle Academy. Three-point shot put up.
Paris Beeren. Deep.
Nails the three to make it 17-6. Drace quickly down the other way. Ball knocked away. The Pumas pick it up. Scroggs with it, gets it to Beeren. Beeren guarded by Bishop. As again, Coach DeBull throwing players in and out of there. Shot put up, doesn't go. Scroggs with it now. Shot put up, that one doesn't go. Rebounded by Catherine Jackson over to Scroggs. Scroggs again, and this time, Rick, the Pumas are rewarded for their offensive rebounding. That's going to make it 17-8 after being up 17-3. 5 unanswered points by the Pumas. 35 seconds here to go in the first quarter. Three-point shot put up in and out from Dreas. Rebounded by Jackson. High pass by two Scroggs. Scroggs draws, pulls up from the right elbow off the glass. That one rolls in and out. Ball is rebounded by Bia Cunard. Trace with it now. The far side of the court, near the home bench. Shot put up by Cunard. That one doesn't go. Ball is rebounded by the shortest player on the court. Can't get the shot off, though. That was Davina Cortadano. So here at the end of one, Rick, a good start by Seattle Academy. And the Pumas, led by Buren, come back a little late for a 9-point lead for Seattle Academy, 17-8.
Yeah, and as you said, a 5-0 run there to end the quarter for University Prep. And Paris Buren has been almost a working crew. She's got 6 of the Pumas' 8 points here in the first quarter.
Well, when your father's name is Funk Daddy.
Hey, come on. It's your world. We just living in it, baby. Funk Daddy, you the man.
Legendary DJ Funk Daddy.
Yes, sir. So again, Tony, as we mentioned earlier, the Emerald League expanded this year, including 5 new schools. And we had Cedar Park Christian last week, and they're one of the 5 new schools. And so now it's the Emerald Cascade League. And again, hats off to these athletic directors being able to put together kind of a league tournament, a league championship. So that's what we have here tonight is the first round of the quarterfinals. And the winner here tonight will advance to the semis, and then on Thursday the championship. And obviously the boys coming right after this game. Right now, Seattle Academy with the ball, and Drace over in the corner looking for Faith Tay. Tay drives, uses the right, a little short, and the ball will go out of bounds.
A nice awareness there by Catherine Jackson. She blocked the player off and let the ball go out of bounds, knowing that it would be their possession.
Seattle Academy, the press, and again, stepping in for the steal is Ela Giblin. And
with
Giblin
the left hand
puts it in for the bucket. So again, defense turnover causes some points. And hand on the ball, but Paris Buren comes down with it. Dribbling, looking for, and stolen again by Ela Giblin. Giblin all the way to the basket, but there's Paris Buren to block it. But then for the follow-up is Katie Drace. So Drace, a good follow there. And another steal, Faith Tade with the jumper won't go, but then Dreas gets it. And Katie Drace, I tell you what, Seattle Academy, the defense suffocating, forcing a couple of turnovers, Tony, and a couple of quick points.
I haven't been keeping track, but that's got to be 6-7 rebounds already for Katie Drace.
Yeah, oh, yeah. She got a couple on the offensive end and majority on the defensive boards there. So one of the things that Seattle Academy has done fairly well, we've covered them a few times, and they're doing a better job today protecting the defensive glass. And so, in other words, not allowing many offensive rebounds. We had a couple by University Prep, but so far, Seattle Academy doing a better job of keeping the opponent off of the offensive glass.
You're listening to Rainier Avenue Radio World. We are here again at Seattle Academy's gymnasium, unnamed. I mean, after this year, they might have to call it the Leo DeBrule Gymnasium.
Yeah, really.
Have the boys' game coming up for you right after this game. Well, about 20 minutes after this game.
Yeah. And again, Seattle Academy, also the boys now able to pull together a kind of a one state 1A invitational. So, Tony, after this week for the boys, the Seattle Academy boys will advance. They're one of 8 teams that being selected and will play in the invitational. And so kind of an unofficial state tournament. And the top teams, which you probably would have seen in a normal state tournament will be there. So it'll be a fine opportunity for Seattle Academy. Right now, University Prep double team, and that is Charlotte Pozo getting past the double team, gets it across the timeline, and cross-court pass stolen by Lucy Van Newkirk, and the lone senior for Seattle Academy fouled on the play. So again, another turnover forced by that defense.
Rick, you mentioned earlier the athletic directors done such a great job. Also, kudos because school is out right now, but they've been able to keep the players engaged all the way through the playoffs.
Yeah, no, really good point. Seattle Academy's last day was last Tuesday, and player steal, Katie Drace, long three-pointer won't go. Faith Tade pokes at the ball, and now a scramble and a pile-up on the ground. It's going to be a tie-up. And possession arrow pointing towards Seattle Academy, or check it. pointing toward U Prep's way. So the Pumas will take over on the jump ball.
Seattle Academy again with that full court pressure.
And the Pumas, that is Paris Beeren across half court, and then takes it all the way to the basket. Paris Beeren, the lay-in won't go. Went over the hoop, and coming down with the rebound is Faith Tade, and she'll bring it across herself. Tade looking for an opening, and she's going to be fouled. So a little contact there, and the referee's calling it tight, making sure nothing gets out of hand.
James Scroggs. That's her second personal, the fourth team foul against the Pumas.
Well, with that being the fourth team foul, and that foul against Scroggs, and that's her second. Again, limited players on the bench for UPrep.
Katie Drake's long three-pointer from the top. That was close to NBA range. Hits the back iron, no good, and so UPrep will have it again, trailing 23-8. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Seattle Academy with a nice lead here. And inbounds pass goes over to Paris Beeren. She brings it across. She's got no one in between her and the basket. And then all at the last minute, she's fouled going to the basket. And Seattle Academy has a new player in. And Tony, I don't have, we'll have to find out, 35. I don't have her on the roster. So apologize. We will get the name. Meanwhile, Paris Beeren at the line with 2 shots for UPrep.
And I'm not sure who that was defensively, but the Pumas came down on a 3-on-1 fast break, and the defensive player made a good adjustment. Ended up getting the foul, but stopped the 2 points.
Yeah, she really did. And again, it looked like Paris Beeren had a clear line to the basket, and Paris Beeren hits the second free throw as well to make it a 23-10 ball game here. 6:23 left to play in quarter number 2. Katie Drace over to Hila Giblin. Giblin, the jumper won't go. Rebound, and is stolen by Katie Drace. Drace just takes it away, and then nice little jumper off the window.
Paige Thorson had that rebound in her hands, and Drace took it away.
So again, double team, and they're going to be a foul called. And I believe they're calling on
23, Faith Tade.
Faith Tade, and Faith not in agreement with that call, kind of shaking her head. So Seattle Academy back in the full court press.
Second foul on Tade.
And UPrep having trouble inbounding, finally gets it in. And across the timeline, Jane Scroggs with the ball. Scroggs looking for, finds Catherine Jackson. Jackson, long jumper, won't go. And Lucy Van Newkirk with the rebound. Katie Drace across the timeline. Looking inside, looking for Giblin, and the ball poked around, and then Tade comes up with it. Van Newkirk, a three-pointer, won't go. Tade knocks the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Tade. So again, Seattle Academy active on the offensive glass, and again, they are not afraid to put up those quick three-pointers. Checking in is Zoe Bishop, 5'4" junior, replacing Faith Tade for Seattle Academy. And UPrep inbounds. Paris Beeren with the ball, double team, but gets across the timeline, finds her teammate, Jane Scroggs. Scroggs back over to Beeren. Beeren looking for room, spinning, goes back to her right, back over to Scroggs. Scroggs looking in the corner down for Jackson. Jackson, the baseline jumper won't go. There for the rebound is Hila Giblin for Seattle Academy, and the Cardinals on the run. And Drace over to Zoe Bishop, I should say. Bishop misses the lay-in, and rebound comes down to Paris Beeren, and Beeren across the timeline for UPrep. And over in the corner, she finds Scroggs. Scroggs dribbling, coming out to the top. Over to Posel. Posel down in the corner, finding Jackson. Jackson driving baseline, but there's Katie Drace and Lucy Van Newkirk. And then the ball, we're going to call a jump ball. So tied up by number 35. We'll get her name. I apologize, we don't have it at this moment. And a tie up in Seattle Academy. The possession arrow is pointing their way, so the Cardinals are with the ball. Katie Drace now with no pressure. UPrep falling back into a zone. And Seattle Academy, the drive won't go. Shot is no good. And Paris Beeren comes down with the rebound, and it's a 2-on-1. And Beeren, just close a little outside of the reach of Jane Scroggs. Scroggs can't handle it, and it goes out of bounds. Checking in for UPrep. And again, Coach Andrew Schneider kind of keeping those rotations going, trying to keep his players fresh. Skylar Coulter checking in for UPrep, and checking in for Seattle Academy back in the game is Kiki Caputo, 5'6" junior. And a pass inside, and there's going to be a foul.
And they're getting that ball to 35 on the high post, and she's not wasting any time turning it.
She's not.
And going to the hoop.
And Tony, I was trying to see if I recognize, I work at Seattle Academy, but we've been out for over a year. So some new hand, the inbounds pass, and nobody there from Seattle Academy, and taken in by Paige Thorson. So Thorson over to Scroggs. Scroggs in the corner down to Jackson. Jackson back out top. Lucy Van Newkirk gets a hand on it, but Scroggs able to retain possession. The shot, and it's good.
Oh, man.
And a three-pointer, Jane Scroggs. So UPrep hanging around 25-13. And the ball comes down and hits our camera, and it goes down. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Oh, my goodness. You got to be a boxing fan and of our age to know what I'm talking about there, huh? When George Foreman punished Joe Frazier.
Oh, boy.
And Howard Cosell made the call. Down goes Frazier.
I think 6 times Frazier hit the canvas.
In what, two? I think it was 2 rounds, was it? And then one time he was trying to run away, and Foreman hit him. And I was like, oh, my God. I'm sorry, Joe. I love you, Smoking Joe, but George Foreman was just a beast. Oh, my goodness. So with 3:52 left to go in the first half, Seattle Academy leading 25-13. Cardinals moving the ball around. Paris Beeren gets a hand on it, and she's going to outrace she's going to
high shot off the glass.
Outrace Katie Trace to get the ball, and then a nice little lay-in by Beeren, and as Tony said, high off the glass. And now Lucy Van Newkirk called for a travel. The senior not happy about it, throws the ball over her right shoulder and walks away in disgust. And Coach Joel DeBrule says, hey, I want a timeout here. And so with 3:35 left to play, the Pumas hanging around a 10-point ball game, 25-15. Again, 3:35 left to play here in the first half. Rick Dupree along with Tony B, Daniel B, and Taylor Corrine here as well, as we're bringing you this first round action, or semifinal, or rather I should say quarterfinals of the Emerald Cascade Conference playoffs. Seattle Academy and University Prep. And it just so happens that the University Prep boys also won. And so they will take on the Seattle Academy boys here immediately following this game. So bringing you both games. And as you said earlier, Tony, our final 2 high school games of the pandemic shortened and altered spring basketball league. But we're happy to bring the coverage to you right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Check us out streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And the Pumas with the ball inbounds. Paris Beeren, the jumper off the back iron, won't go, but rebound there. And that is Skylar Coulter with it. And now Scroggs has it. Jane Scroggs looking for something. She's double teamed, trying to get rid of it, and does inside to Coulter. Coulter looking for a shot, but she is surrounded by 2 players, and they're going to call it for a travel. So again, Tony, that suffocating defense, Seattle Academy, whenever a player picks up the ball, they're doubling them, they're trapping them, they are reaching for the ball and creating a lot of turnovers here. With the 10-point lead here, Seattle Academy leading 25-15, 3:06 left to go in the ball game. Katie Drace looking for a screen from Ela Giblin, and I think they call Giblin. Yeah, they say she was moving on the screen, stuck out her left leg, and so offensive foul called on Ela Giblin. That's her 3rd personal foul, I believe, Tony. No, check that. Only her first.
And again, Rick, looking at the score, Seattle Academy, I say only ahead by 10.
Yeah.
Because they've been playing good defense and a couple of spurts, but this game is a little closer than you would think.
Yeah. And a nice move to the basket.
That's going to knock us to 8.
Oh, Paris Beeren took it down the middle, Tony, and high off the window. And I believe we're going to have a foul called. Yeah, we are on UPrep on the other end. So I tell you, Paris Beeren making it an 8-point ball game here with 2:41 left to play in the first half.
Well, and that's the 3rd foul on Paris Beeren.
Ooh, that's a tough one. And she's got, if my math is right, 12 of the Pumas 17 points. So they're going to need her to be able to stay in the game. Long jumper, Lucy Van Newkirk, the senior, for 3 points.
And Van Newkirk leaves the wrist in the air after that shot.
Reminiscent of loving basketball. Remember? And the USC coach told her, well, just keep it there. Stay there. Pose. But Van Newkirk left it up for a minute, then got back on defense. A foul down on the other end. No, check it. Ball knocked out of bounds by Seattle Academy. So a new 30 on the shot clock, or I should say 29. And the block by Katie Drace. And then the steal by Lucy Van Newkirk. So again, that defense just creating a bunch of turnovers for Seattle Academy. Katie Drace taking on the right side, finds Zoe Bishop. Bishop out to Van Newkirk. Van Newkirk, nice drive off the back iron, won't go. Fight for the rebound. Van Newkirk's on the ground, gets it over to Drace.
Pass.
And Drace, great pass over to Ela Giblin. Nobody there. And Ela Giblin with the lay-in to give the Cardinals extending that lead back out to 13 points, 30-17.
Zoe Bishop knocks the ball out of bounds on the inbounds passing. This is the place where the University Prep Pumas with 148 are probably going to need to be careful that they don't lose contact with Seattle Academy.
Yeah, really good point. They had cut the lead to 8, and it's now 13. And Paris Barron, with those 3 fouls and a minute 46 left to play, is going to go to the bench, and that's going to hurt the Pumas. They get it across the timeline. Jane Scroggs with it. Scroggs, the jumper won't go. Fight for the rebound, and Ela Giblin comes down with it.
Nice block by Giblin as well.
And Katie Drace across the timeline on the right side, taking it all the way. Now looks back. Has Faith Tate open for a three-pointer. Off the front iron, won't go. But Zoe Bishop there, the 5'4" junior with the rebound, and gives Seattle Academy a new 30. Katie Drace, right side, long three-pointer, and she's going to be fouled. Was kicked in the shin, it looks like. And Drace kind of holding the leg.
You prep foul number 30.
We had the ball here somewhere. I'm not sure. It kind of came under our table, and I couldn't see it.
And it wasn't there.
So Katie Drace on the long jumper on the right baseline, a three-pointer. And UPrep player was coming out to defend Tony, and I think just kind of whether it was a knee or foot hit her in the shin, it looked like. But Drace at the line, she'll have 3 shots, and she's okay. First shot is up and hits the front iron. Good shooter's bounce, rolls in.
And Drace is limping.
Yeah, she took a shot there to the leg. But you know how that just it'll take a minute. She'll be fine. Second free throw up and in, nothing but net.
Back when we used to play sports, Rick, your arm could be hanging off, and they say,
right.
Walk it off.
Exactly. Yeah, we had some of the same coaches down at Rainier. We know. And checking back in, much to our surprise, Paris Barron and Katie Drace, her third free throw is up and in as well. So Paris Barron with a minute 18 left to go in the half, Tony, and she has 3 fouls, so she's going to have to be careful.
Well, Coach Snyder saw what happened when she went out of the game. Then we went from 8 to quickly back up to 16.
Yeah. And so on the other end, the jumper by Charlotte Pozil won't go. And fight for the rebound, and they're going to say it's a jump ball, and the possession arrow pointing the Pumas away. So UPrep will retain possession. They should have a new 30. They should set that shot clock. They haven't yet. It's at 27. It doesn't look like they are, Tony, but it should have been reset. Paris Barron with the fake and then drives the baseline, or drives the paint rather, won't go. Nice little floater, but just hit the back iron, and no good. Faith Tate across the timeline. Looking to her left, gets it over to Giblin. Giblin back over to Tade. Tade at the top of that zone. Then on the left elbow, the jumper won't go, but she is going to be fouled. So Faith Tade will go to the line for a couple of shots.
I think that foul is going to go against Pozil, and that'll be her first.
So again, a good job of playing a 2-woman game up top there and getting the screen. Faith Tade first free throw hits the right side of the iron and bounces out, no good. She'll have 1 more. So again, 45.9 left to play here in the first half. Seattle Academy leading UPrep 33-17. Rick Dupree, Tony B bringing you the call here at Seattle Academy. Faith Tate's second free throw is up and in, giving the Cardinals a 34-17 lead. So they've doubled up here, Tony, and added to that was down to 8 points a moment ago. Jane Scroggs in the corner. She finds Charlotte Pozil. Pozil's three-pointer kind of rolled around and bounced out. Faith Tate with it across the timeline. Gets a screen, looking, finds Lucy Van Newkirk. Van Newkirk looking to drive. Then ball stolen by Harris Beeren. So we see why Coach Snyder put her back in there, Tony. And she is protecting herself, making sure not to foul. Pass over to Scroggs. Scroggs for the three-pointer won't go, but rebound comes down to Coulter, and then a bad pass, and Lucy Van Newkirk comes up with it. Van Newkirk driving and looking for the shot, and they're not going to say there's no contact there. So at the end of one half here at Seattle Academy, the Cardinals leading the Pumas by a score of 34-17.
We do have Mr. Daniel Bellis with us. I don't know that we have anything to report, Mr.
Daniel, any scores or any other games going on that you can tell us about? Oh, let's turn your mic on here.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you some things if you can hear me. I don't have headphones.
There we go. We got you.
All right. Yeah, definitely. Seattle Academy and UPrep next round, whoever wins will face the winner of Overlake and Sultan, the 2-7 matchup. And in the second quarter right now, Overlake leads Sultan 25-16 with 1:30 left in that contest. The number 1 seed Kings is dominating against Bear Creek right now, 59-25 with 7:30 left in that game. And in the number 4 seed Cedar Park and 5 Bush, that is a very close one. Cedar Park leads Bush by 4 points, 24-20 here in the third quarter with 5 minutes left. The winner of Cedar Park, Christian Bothell and Bush, will play the winner of Kings Bear Creek. And then Overlake, which is currently leading Sultan, will play the winner of this game between Seattle Academy and University Prep. So far in the Emerald Sound, both girls and boys contests, at least the first round, all high seeds won. And that continues to be the case today. All of the teams that got a bye are currently leading their games. So far, there has not been a single upset in this conference in the playoffs. Not a single one.
Well, and so things going as expected here so far, huh?
Yeah, if you were watching the NCAA tournament and you were picking upsets, you'd be upset right now. There are no upsets.
There are no upsets, so you'd be upset. Daniel B. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And so, again, if you're just joining us, you're listening to our live coverage of Emerald Cascade Conference playoffs here. And as Tony mentioned during the first half, school is out for a number of these schools, Seattle Academy included. However, players are continuing to engage, and so for the girls, this will be it. The conference championship. For the boys, Seattle Academy boys, they will advance into a state 1A invitational.
Win, lose, or draw.
Win, lose, or draw. Yeah. So regardless of what happens here in the Emerald Sound Conference playoffs, Seattle Academy boys, one of 8 teams, kind of the top teams in the state, and in this invitational. So, Tony, kind of unofficial state championship, but it really is, as we said earlier, teams that would be represented in the state championship. And I think that's great for Seattle Academy because we've talked about this before. Last year, this team finished 3rd in the state, which is the highest finish in school history. And the first year for Seattle Academy was 83-84. So the highest finish. And this team now with basically everybody back and all a year older, Leo DeBrule, 3-time league MVP. And this year he was unanimous selection by all of the coaches. And that's a pretty rare feat, Tony. Everybody.
Including the new schools.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Good point. So Leo being the 3-time MVP and leading Seattle Academy into that state invitational. Those games will be streamed. You can probably get more information on the Seattle Academy website. So look there for that. Those games will be, I believe, next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
And you're gonna be doing? Are you gonna do play-by-play for all 3?
Well, I'll be doing play-by-play all 3 days. The first day I'll do play-by-play for all 4 games. And then the day 2 and 3, I'll do just the winners bracket day 2. So it'll be 2 games on the second day, and then the semis and the finals on Friday. So we'll bring those to you, or you can hear those again. I'm not sure where the stream can be found. Cedar Park Christian is hosting the tournament, and I believe it's through their resources. But Seattle Academy will have it on their website, so you can check Seattle Academy's website if you're a Cardinals fan. If you can't make it out, you can actually see the games, see the stream of the games. And I think this team has the Seattle Academy boys a great chance at bringing home that unofficial state title. Yeah.
I wonder if they will give them an unofficial state title banner to put up here on the wall.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it's arguable. Again, pretty clear of who the top teams are, and they were really fortunate. Again, beyond the season, it's interesting. We were here last week for senior night and talking to Leo's mom, Lenny, and she said, it's weird being, and it was Leo's birthday, and she said, it's weird being in the gym, in a basketball gym for his birthday. Usually basketball season's over, and if anything, it's lacrosse season. And so, again, but you said this earlier, Tony, and these kids wanting to continue to play, and even though school is out, and it's really great. I mean, as things are opening up more and more, great for these young individuals to be able to, get out on the court or the field or whatever the case may be, and play the sport that they love.
Now, is Kings among those teams?
Kings is. So Kings is not, if I'm not mistaken, Kings is not in the Emerald Sound Conference. If I'm not mistaken, however,
now they played 2 games this
year.
They
did, and I think because, and don't quote me on this, but I think because, and I can check with Kathy Schick, the Seattle Academy. We will at in between games, but I believe some of the leagues didn't necessarily have all the schools playing, and so Kings I think basically played in the Emerald Cascade Conference. So they, I believe, will be in the tournament here as well. We'll confirm that, and we'll give more information as we have the boys' game. That's my understanding at this point. And there we are on camera. Well, hello to you all watching. You can see my head shining a little bit there. Yeah, I waxed it up good this morning. So it's funny. I went to an event a couple Fridays ago. I couldn't do the Metro Championship game, and Edwin Bailey was there, and he was at a table behind me, and I got up and was walking out. And Edwin called me over. He said, "Man, Rick, I just want to tell you, your head is shining tonight." I don't recall seeing shining like that before. I said, "Okay, big guy, just because you got a head full of hair." No.
Edwin Bailey, our standout analyst and color commentary for our broadcast of football.
Yeah, and just a great guy. So, and for our listeners, I mean, if you listen to Edwin and myself on Monday nights, we're taking a brief hiatus. We'll be back when the Seahawks season starts, and then we'll basically, our show, it'll be focused on the Seahawks. Obviously, he just gives you such a great perspective. So our goal in that is to try to give our listeners a different perspective, and a perspective from an 11-year NFL veteran, a guy who was drafted in the 5th round, and who just had a stellar career. So that is our goal through the show. And then we'll have some special shows, like coming up this Monday. I'll host the show alone, but I'll have Isaac Allnut, who is a Seattle Academy senior, along with Isaiah Brown, former Lakeside standout. And they are part of an organization called HOMS, Heart on My Sleeve. And I believe we're going to have Race Porter, the Husky punter, who actually started the organization, and with one of his O-Day teammates, Miles Gaskin, the Miami Dolphin running back, helping to fund the organization, and talking about suicide prevention and mental health. And so really we're looking forward to, we talked a little bit with Isaac in between games last week, but we wanted to give it more focus. We also hope to have a therapist on, that can kind of talk about the importance of just having a resource like this, Tony, for young people. And it's incredible, especially for young males. And Miles Gaskin, there's a great article in the Times about a year and a half ago when HOMS was first started. And he talked about, he wears, and they have the hoodies and T-shirts and what have you. And he said, it's an opportunity for me with my teammates. They asked me, well, what is that? And it's that opportunity for him to be able to talk to them, about mental health and just kind of reduce the stigma that certainly is attached with mental health.
Well, I'll tell you, my mental health certainly improved with live music coming back.
Yes,
And I'll be talking to Mindy Abeer on Wednesday. And Rick, last Saturday, I had a chance to see Najee at Jazz Alley.
Oh,
Everybody was ready for that.
I heard about the Bull Stewart told me. He said, I saw Tony down there. We were talking about you. And I was like, man, I forgot about it because I wanted to go down and see him when I saw it on the bill. And I forgot to get with you. I said, Tony, can I get down there without buying a ticket? No, I don't slight my man like that. I need to just go buy a ticket.
I tell you, it was sold out.
Oh,
every night sold out.
Well, yeah. And I can't imagine it wouldn't be.
And with COVID, they weren't letting anybody in under any circumstances.
Yeah.
As long as they had been shut down, they weren't taking any chances with that.
And Tony, thank you for checking number 35 for Seattle Academy. It's Ginger Cameron. So we didn't have her on the.
And ball comes in to Drace. Drace pulls up for a rainbow three-pointer, and that's going to make it a 20-point lead now, 37-17 as we kick off the second half. Buren in the game with 3 fouls. Shot put up, doesn't go. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson. And Rick, I just realized why that name looks so familiar to me. That's Michael Jackson's mother's name.
Yes.
Good
boy.
Jackson.
Yeah.
And Giblin with the little right-handed shot that goes in. Pass is stolen by Tate. Tate misses the lay-in. Buren with the ball. Up the right side, Ben Newkirk back on defense. Stops the pass to the hoop. Pass down, drop down low to Jackson. Back out on time to James Scroggs. Scroggs just inside the three-point line. Nice shot. Rolls in softly on the rim and bounces in to make it 39-19. Drace down the other way. Tate open from the right corner. Tate's three-pointer bangs through the hoop and goes in. Count it. 42-19 now. Seattle Academy hits their first 2 3-point shots. Scroggs with the three-pointer. That doesn't go. Battle for the rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Ooh, Tony. And possession arrow pointing the UPrep way. But I tell you what, Katie Drace came in and kind of took the ball pretty quickly, but the referee kind of, I think, a fast whistle there and called a jump ball.
So ball will be inbound. The ball comes into Buren. Buren pulls up from the left elbow. Shot goes for Buren. 42-21 now. 21-point lead for Seattle Academy. Jace shakes and bakes at the top of the key. Tate is open from the deep corner. Shot goes up. Doesn't go, but Tate was hit on the three-point shot, and Faith Tate will go to the line for an opportunity for 3 shots. So once again, Seattle Academy they have done and tend to come out very aggressively early.
Yeah, absolutely. They said Faith Tate, her first free throw is good, I believe. Faith Tate, you may remember her brother, Javante, was a quarterback for Garfield a couple of years ago. And the younger Tates are students here, but Javon, Garfield graduate.
Tate smoothly sinks the second free throw, lines up for that second one. Tate makes it look easy, knocking all 3 down. Needs to give some lessons to Ben Simmons.
Yes, indeed.
No, I'm not going to leave that alone.
No, man. You're passing up a lay-in because you're afraid to be fouled. Come on, Tony.
And the Seattle Academy Cardinals take the ball away quickly into front court, 45-21. Drace to Tate. Tate on the left side, back to Drace. Drace puts up another rainbow three-pointer that hits the side of the backboard, doesn't go. Buren with the ball quickly in the front court, gets it to Strong. Strong pulls up from the right side for 12 feet away and buries the jumper there. 45-23. 5:50 to go here. And Dreas with a deep 3, quick on the trigger. That was NBA 3 right there. 48-23, 25-point lead now for Seattle Academy. Back quickly the other way. Buren shot from the left side with the right hand, doesn't go. Tate with the pass from Dreas, drives, lays it up off the glass and in, and quickly Seattle Academy now up by 27 points with a run here to start the third quarter.
Tony, not sure the call. The whistle blows. So I'm not sure what the call is, but they're saying it's Seattle Academy ball.
Or actually, UPrep ball.
Yeah, they said white ball, but yeah, you're right. It is a UPrep ball. So no foul called. They blew the whistle. I'm not sure why the stop in action, but UPrep now continues to have it.
And Buren pulls up for a deep three. Bounces off the front of the rim. It was on target, just a little short. Ball in the hands of Drays and a 27-point lead. Drays probes the lane, puts a shot up with the right hand, went from the left hand to the right hand, laid it up and rolled out. But Drays is going to go to the free throw line. And I'm sure the Coach Schneider was over there holding his breath and saying, not Buren, not Buren. The first shot from Drays rolls out. That foul is the second foul, though, on Paige Thorson. And so we're going to get a timeout here. Rick. I'm not sure who called that timeout.
I believe Seattle Academy did, Coach Joel DeBrule. And it's a 30-second time. Well, maybe not. I was thinking it was a short timeout, but the UPrep players came, and they are sitting down. And so, again, with 5:06 left to play, Seattle Academy leading 50-23, Tony. And just an impressive, like you said, they came out at the start of the game and put the pressure on, and they're doing the same thing here at the start of the second half.
And you should just go ahead and wear them out.
Yeah.
They got 6 players. Probably from what we've seen, the best player on the court has 3 fouls.
Yeah, Paris Buren for
UPrep.
Yeah. And Seattle Academy, Tony, here in just a little less than 3 minutes in the quarter has outscored UPrep 16-6 to extend that lead to 27 points.
Jace misses the free throw. Ball is on the floor. Jace battles for the rebound. Buren beats to the ball. Van Newkirk back on defense. Buren to the hoop. Van Newkirk was retreating, but we're going to get a foul call as Buren continued onto the hoop.
Paris Buren, a good job, Tony, of going to the basket there.
Number 40, Paris Buren, shoots 2.
And so Paris Buren will go to the line for a couple of shots. First shot is on net from Paris Buren. 50-24 here. And into the game. And yes, now we know that is freshman Ginger Cameron. And I'm wondering if the freshman worked her way onto the varsity squad for this round of playoff games. Next shot by Buren is good. 50-25.
And I am upset. Ginger's mom used to work with me at the Boys and Girls Club. I didn't recognize her. She's gotten so much taller. My goodness.
Pass is knocked away by UPrep. Ball is dribbled out of bounds. Almost stolen away by Scroggs. Cameron inbounds the ball to Tate. Tate outside the three-point line on the right side, right in front of Coach DeBrule. Shot is blocked. Shot was blocked by Buren.
Yeah, Tate tried to do a little step back three-pointer, and Buren said, not in this house, baby.
Buren with the ball finds Scroggs. Back to Buren as Seattle Academy extends the defense. And Buren drives the lane, puts a shot up off the rim, doesn't go. Rebound to Cameron. Cameron kicks the ball out to Tate. Tate up the right side, looking to drive. Pulls up Van Newkirk with it now. Giblin on top of the circle. Giblin's shot doesn't go, misses the rim. But the shot clock was actually reset. But a couple of offensive rebounds. And Ginger Cameron says, put me on the board. Rebound and layup there. Buren with the ball. Scroggs puts up a 3. Scroggs 3 high off the back of the rim. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Skylar Coulter. Pass is knocked away by Newkirk. Newkirk with just Buren to beat. And Buren gets behind Newkirk. Newkirk gets the shot off. And Rick, I think we are going to have the
number
fourth foul on Paris Buren.
And that's tough with 3:30 left to play in the third quarter, Tony. A lot of basketball left to play, and Coach Andrew Schneider could ill afford to lose number 40, Paris Buren. who the shortest player on the UPrep squad, I might add, at 5'3", but she plays big out there on the floor.
Checks in for Faith Penny.
Into the game now for Seattle Academy. I couldn't see who that was.
Tony, that was
I believe that was
the freshman.
Kalia McRoy?
Yep, the freshman.
Kalia McRoy into the game now for Seattle Academy. Buren stays in the game. Buren drives to the hoop, lays a shot up off the glass, doesn't go, rolls off. Van Newkirk with the rebound, 53-25. Also into the game for Seattle Academy, Kiki Caputo. Ball is tipped away in the backcourt. Van Newkirk retrieves it, 15 seconds on the shot clock. McRoy loses the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't handle that pass there. Good pass. She just wasn't ready for it.
There's Buren with the ball in the front court outside the circle. Cross-court pass over to Scroggs. Scroggs finds Catherine Jackson. Her shot from the right side doesn't go on the baseline. Ball is rebounded by Caputo. Van Newkirk with it in backcourt, gets it up to McRoy. McRoy's pass is knocked away. Ball is loose. Buren chases after it. Giblin back, and the ball is knocked away from behind. And I think there will be a foul call. And
yeah, Kalia McRoy with the foul there.
That'll be ball on the baseline under the hoop for University Prep Pumas. 2:31 here to go in the third quarter. And Caputo let the ball go.
Yeah, she could have had the steal, and I'm not sure what happened there, but UPrep with the ball.
And that time McRoy does get the steal, gets the ball to Van Newkirk. Van Newkirk streaking up the right side for McRoy. McRoy thinks about a three, doesn't take it, and that little hesitation is going to result in a traveling call. And
so she shuffled the feet. Yeah,
spend some time over there talking to Coach DeBrule before she goes back up court. And he says, grab it, turn, and pivot. 53-25 with 2:09 here to go in the third quarter. And Paris Buren still in the game. Catherine Jackson with the ball, drops it down to the right side on the post. Back out to Buren. Buren penetrates into the lane, puts a shot up, bangs out the front of the rim, doesn't go, falls down and inside. Cameron battling for the rebound.
So no foul call, Tony. They just said Seattle Academy ball. So I don't know if, I'm not sure what the call is there, why the ref didn't let him play.
Van Newkirk stops from the left elbow, puts up a shot from about 17 feet away that doesn't go. Ball is rebounded by Caputo, kicks it back out to Van Newkirk. McRoy is in the corner, gets the ball, thinks about a three, takes the step this time, but again, kind of the same thing that happened last time. A little indecision.
Yeah, and what they're saying is she didn't have the pivot foot set, and Coach Joel DeBrule over there showing her. So, yeah, you got to keep that pivot foot set.
Same thing, Coach DeBrule against his pivot and turn. And McRoy gets back on defense. Catherine Jackson thinks about a shot, doesn't go. McRoy all in. Paris Buren inadvertently puts the ball between McRoy's legs, gets it back. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Buren. Buren's shot doesn't go from deep for three. Cameron with another rebound, the freshman. On the stat sheet for this game, McRoy with the ball. This time gets the shot off, doesn't go. Ball is rebounded by the Pumas. Scroggs in the front court. Also into the game now, Davina Cortadano. Jackson with the shots from the right baseline, actually behind the rim, and that shot bounces a couple times and drops in. 41 seconds left, 53-27, Seattle Academy out in front. About a 14-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nice feed. Shot doesn't go from Cameron. Quickly the other way, 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson with the ball. Jackson finds Scroggs. Scroggs shot from the right elbow from about 15 feet away, doesn't go. Scroggs again, a little deeper this time. That shot doesn't go. 4 seconds left in the game, in the third quarter, and Kind of an awkward shot. Van Newkirk realized the clock was running down, was going to pass it. Last second, decided to shoot it. Doesn't go in here at the end of 3. Seattle Academy, 53. University Prep, 27. And Seattle Academy slowly but surely distancing themselves from the University of Prep.
Yeah, 19-point quarter there for the Cardinals, outscoring UPrep 19-10 to take that 53-27 lead.
And it was kind of inevitable that in some phase of the game, UPrep was going to get tired.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, with only 6 players, and Coach Andrew Schneider's done a good job of substituting, getting players rest, and they are actually playing very well given the circumstances, Tony. But the key now is that Coach Schneider's got his best player, Paris Beeren, who's got 4 fouls. So can she remain in the ball game? Not only if she fouls out, will they lose their best player, but now they don't have the ability. Don't have the ability to substitute to give anybody a rest. So it'll be a key to see how long she can stay on the floor.
8 minutes of basketball left here in the quarterfinals. And again, Rick, is the Emerald Cascade Conference.
Correct.
And I'll pass it over to Mr. Dupree here.
As we start the fourth quarter, and the shot off the window, no good. Skylar Coulter, and the rebound comes down to Lucy Van Newkirk, the lone senior across the timeline. In the corner, she's got, looks like a Davina Cortinato. Back to Van Newkirk. Van Newkirk, the jumper off the front iron, won't go. And UPrep with the ball in the hands of Paris Beeren, their leader. She comes across the half-court line. Passes it over to Catherine Jackson. Back out to Beeren.
Nice
Jackson. Yeah, Jackson with the jumper won't go. Fight for the rebound. And the shortest player on the court, Davina Cortadano, 5'1", gets it and saves it to her teammate. And the fans reward her applauding with their hustle. Van Newkirk with it, dribbling around, 16 on the shot clock, and it's stolen. That is Paris Beeren with the steal. And she's got a clear lane to the basket, takes it in, finger rolls it in, Tony.
Right over the lip.
Paris Beeren making a 53-29 score here with a minute gone in the fourth quarter. Ball is hit out of bounds by UPrep, so Seattle Academy retains possession. 23 on the shot clock, 6:53 left to play in the ball game here in the quarterfinals of the Emerald Cascade Conference playoffs. And Coach Andrew Schneider says, hey, let me talk it over. He calls a timeout, and it'll be a 30-second timeout, I believe, Tony. Short timeout here. And sending Charlotte Pozo back into the ball game. So, again, they have 8 players on the roster, but 2 of the 8, for whatever reason, Tony, are not available tonight.
It's summer.
Yeah. Their names will cross off. That's probably
School is out.
Yeah.
And, folks may be taking vacations and whatnot.
Absolutely.
But, again, a wonderful job here to be able to keep the players together to conclude this season and straight through to the playoffs.
So again, if you're just joining us, we are bringing you live coverage of Seattle Academy and University Prep, the Cardinals and the Pumas here in the first round or the quarterfinals of the Emerald Cascade Conference playoffs, single A. And following this game, we will bring you the boys game as well.
Another opportunity for those of you who are joining us right now and have been with us for the entire Metro League season to see this exciting Seattle Academy boys team.
Yeah, they are. I mean, this is a team, Tony, that if this was a year, Seattle Academy is growing, and so they will go have to make the jump up from single A to 2A within the next couple of years. And this will be a year as far as boys basketball. I don't know about other sports, but boys basketball where they could compete at the Metro level.
Yeah.
And so the inbounds play, and the freshman, McRoy, with the ball over to Van Newkirk, back to McRoy, back to Van Newkirk. Lucy drives the baseline, or drives the lane, I should say, puts the shot up, no good, but she's fouled on the play. So Lucy Van Newkirk will go to the line. She'll have a couple of shots.
And Van Newkirk, again, a player that does a lot of things that don't show up on the stat sheet, but being aggressive offensively this game.
She really is, driving to the basket, doing what she does well, using her athletic ability. Her first free throw is up, hits the back of the rim, falls off to the left, no good. She'll have one more. And, Lucy Van Newkirk, really that disruptor on defense, Tony. She is in the passing lanes and really forcing a lot of turnovers. The second free throw is up, and that is no good as well. So Lucy Van Newkirk misses both free throws. Paris Beeren across the timeline, guarded by Davina Cortadano. But Beeren, I should say, drives the lane. The floater off the backboard is no good. Lucy Van Newkirk on the other end. And looking for McRoy in the corner. McRoy and Van Newkirk playing this two-player game. And back over to Van Newkirk. 15 on the shot clock. Now over to Giblin. Giblin out in the corner. And the long jumper off the side of the backboard. Davina Cortadano couldn't get the shot off and hit the side of the backboard. Goes out of bounds. So UPrep will take over with 6:07 left to go in the ball game. Seattle Academy leading 53-29.
Faith Tade back in the game for Seattle Academy, along with B. Cunard. Is it Cunard? Kennard?
And long Kennard. Long jumper three-pointer by Jane Scroggs. And UPrep no quit. 53-32 here, 5:48 left to play. And the shot, or I should say the pass, and it looks like it's going to be out of bounds on UPrep. So with 18 on the shot clock. And a substitution for Seattle Academy. So Coach Joel DeBrule kind of clearing the bench, trying to get all of his players some playing time. Kiki Caputo, a 5'6" junior, checks in. Faye Tate with the ball, 17 on the shot clock. In the corner, she finds McRoy. Cortadano, forgive me. Cortadano, thank you. The other freshman. So Seattle Academy's got 4 freshmen on this roster, Tony. So Coach Joel DeBrule's got some players in the future, and then some of his better players also are underclass. So Faith Tate is one of those, a junior, as is Katie Drace. Tate driving, steps through, and a nice move to the basket. Tate takes it all the way off the window for the basket.
The left-hander using the right hand that time.
Her daddy would be proud of her. I'm sure he is. Long jumper on the other end, three-pointer by Jane Scroggs. Won't go. Fight for the rebound, and loose ball as Faith Tate comes up with it. No pressure. She's going to come across half court. And looking down underneath for Ela Giblin, and the ball hit out of bounds by UPrep. So Seattle Academy will have it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. 5:05 left to play in the ball game. Seattle Academy leading by 23, 55-32. Inbounds pass. Faye Tate gets it, driving to the basket. She's fouled, hit around the neck. And that was inadvertent. And so Tate will go to the line. She'll have a couple of shots.
So again, Tate going to the right hand from the right side. And being a lefty myself, I know that we don't generally like to use the right hand.
Yeah. But so important to develop that offhand, whether you're left or right-handed. Faith Tate's first free throw, part of the way down the cylinder, then rolls back out. No good. But the other thing I'm seeing from Faith Tate tonight, Tony, more than we've seen in previous games, really attacking the basket, driving, not just relying on the three-pointer, which she's a really good three-point shooter. And the second free throw kind of part of the way down the rim, Tony, and bounces out. So Faith Tate misses both free throws. And UPrep on the other end, moving the ball. Top of the key, and then drive into the paint for the jumper. That is Skylar Coulter, won't go. Faith Tate with the rebound, brings it across herself. Looking between the legs, now looking to her left. And Tate looks for the three-pointer, but coming out on defense there was Jane Scroggs. Now Cortadano with the ball, back over to Tate. Tate looking left, finds Giblin. Giblin back over in the corner to Tate. Tate driving the baseline, using the right again, just over the rim, no good. And rebound to UPrep. That was Skylar Coulter, the 5'9" freshman with the rebound. Hands it off to Paris Beeren. Beeren over to Catherine Jackson. No, not Michael Jackson's mom. Another Catherine. And now Jane Scroggs with the ball. Back over to Beeren. Beeren looking for the shot. 11 on the shot clock. And the long jumper three-pointer by Jane Scroggs won't go, but the rebound, Catherine Jackson, and the 5'8" sophomore is going to be fouled on the putback. She'll go to the line for 2 shots.
And a nice effort there as the Scrog shot didn't hit anything. About 3 seconds left on the clock, and
Catherine Jackson there for the rebound. So good hustle from both teams here, Tony. Jackson's first free throw, nothing but net. And checking back in for Seattle Academy, the senior Lucy Van Newkirk. So with 3:56 left to go, Seattle Academy leading 55-33. Catherine Jackson, her second free throw, bends the knee, shot is up and a little short. Fight for the rebound. Van Newkirk comes down with it. She'll bring it across herself. Dribbling to the left in the corner. And long shot that was, I believe, Caputo won't go. And Beeren with it. Beeren from the left elbow, just outside the elbow, back iron won't go. Fighting for the rebound, though, is Jackson. And Jackson with the rebound and the putback, Tony.
And surrounded by 3 Seattle Academy players on that.
Using her 5'8" height,
rebound.
and got the rebound and the putback to make it a 20-point ball game. 3:22 left to play. Cardinals leading 55-35. Lucy Van Newkirk finds Giblin. Giblin dribbling to her right over to Van Newkirk. Van Newkirk, the long jumper, hits the side of the iron, won't go. And that is Paris Beeren with the ball. Runs down kind of almost a loose ball. Over to Jane Scroggs. Scroggs back out to Beeren. Beeren inside to, that was Skylar Coulter. Coulter's shot won't go. Van Newkirk with the rebound. And Seattle Academy 2:51 leading, 55-35. And they're going to call Kiki Caputo with the travel. So Caputo had the ball on the left baseline and looking to maybe drive, but she's called for the travel. So with 2:47 left to go, Seattle Academy a commanding 55-35 lead, 20 points here. Paris Beeren looking in the corner, finds a teammate. Long three-pointer, I believe, Tony, that was Jane Scroggs. And Scroggs no good. And then a foul, looks like on the rebound. No, check it. So Seattle Academy with the rebound, but then turnover. And so UPrep will take it out underneath. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Pass into Beeren. Beeren the jumper, and it's good. Paris Beeren wasted no time to pass from the inbounds, and she just turned, pivoted, and shot it, and nothing but money. On the other end, Courtney Donald, the freshman, loses the ball, and Jane Scroggs with it and on the run. Scroggs across the timeline. Now looking for a teammate, gets it over to Beeren. Beeren guarded by the 5'1" Cortadano. Beeren drives the lane. The little runner won't go, and rebound comes down to another freshman, Ela Giblin, for the Cardinals. Giblin over to her freshman teammate, Kalia McRoy, and loose ball. They're on the floor. McRoy and Scroggs, and the possession arrow pointing the Cardinals' way, so the Cardinals retain possession. 1:59 left to go. 55-37 is the score. Inbounds pass. Giblin's got it. Dribbling. Finds Cortadano. Cortadano, the long three-pointer, and it's good. The freshman.
Three ball.
Davina Cortadano. And she is a crowd favorite here as she gets a big applause for that three-pointer on the other end. The shot by Paige Thorson won't go, and the Cardinals off and running once again. Giblin across the timeline. Looking in the corner this time to Kiki Caputo, and Caputo can't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds. So 1:30 left to go. Seattle Academy leading 21, I should say, 58-37. Beeren with the ball. Left elbow just outside of it. The jumper is good. Paris Beeren.
Stop and pop there by Paris Beeren.
Tell you what, she is carrying the load for the Pumas here. McRoy in the corner on the baseline. Battle for the ball. She loses it, but there's Giblin with it. Giblin looking for McRoy. Goes a little bit high out of bounds, so turnover on the Cardinals. 1:04 left to go. And the Cardinals leading 58-39. Paris Beeren once again with the ball, leading scorer for the Pumas. And the pass across court, and it's going to be almost stolen by Ela Giblin, but Beeren gets it, drives the lane. The shot is up, no good, but Beeren will go to the line. She'll have a couple of shots, Tony.
And, Beeren filling up the stat sheet.
That's her first. The team's fourth.
by my unofficial stats, she's got 21 points so far.
But we know you're good.
Yes. We'll say unofficial, but we know that it is accurate. And Paris Barron's first free throw up and in to give her 22 points, Tony. And the majority of that coming in the second half. She had 6 at halftime. Or check that. That was 6 in the first quarter. And her second free throw up and in. So Paris Barron, I believe, leading all scorers with 23. We'll confirm that at the end of the game, though. Also, Katie Dre is high scorer for the Cardinals, and the pass over to McRoy knocked out of bounds, but Seattle Academy retains possession. 23 on the shot clock. 44.5 left to go in the ball game. We are here in the first round of the quarterfinals of the Emerald Cascade Conference Playoffs, single A basketball. Hila Giblin over to Kiki Caputo. Caputo in the corner. Ball is hit and fight for it. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow going the Cardinals' way. So Seattle Academy retains possession. 36.1 left to go. And Taylor Crean on the camera sporting the Boondocks t-shirt. If you were a Aaron McGruder fan, the Boondocks. Giblin with the drive. Oh, and the hook shot. You heard the PA announcer Mark Moquin there. Hila Giblin with the running hook shot off the window. On the other end, Barron, the jumper won't go. Skying for the rebound is freshman Kalia McRoy. And McRoy is then fouled.
Kind of body blocked, and I think that's going to do it for Barron. Or is it?
Well, Tony, I tell you what, we were questioning 17 seconds left, so she was able to make a statement and play a majority of the game with those 4 fouls. So, again, leaving the game, I believe, with 23 points is junior Paris Barron.
And doesn't look like she wants to leave for those final 17
No, she's
seconds.
not happy at all. Yep, I've got her down for 23 points, Tony. So, Kylia McRoy at the line for 2 shots, I believe. No, check that. Tony, I missed. Did she miss? She have a free throw? That was it. Yeah, I think she must have missed.
She missed the rim.
Yep.
On the 1-on-1.
So on the other end, shot from the free throw line that Skylar Coulter won't go. Rebound comes down to Hila Giblin. Giblin across the timeline. Finds McRoy in the corner. McRoy's just going to hold on to it, and that's going to do it. A commanding, or I should say a convincing 60-41 win for Seattle Academy as they will advance tomorrow night into the semifinals of the Emerald Cascade Conference playoffs here at Seattle Academy. I believe I'm not sure if the game will be here or not, Tony. It depends on who their opponent will be.
As we have the
Is my mic on?
yes, it is.
It'll be Overlake. That game is just wrapping up. 3 seconds left. Overlake defeats Sultan. Overlake is the number 2 seed. Seattle Academy will travel to Overlake.
tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Daniel.
And Mr. Daniel Bellis has been on point like that for us all year long.
And so, Tony, I mentioned that Paris Barron, the leading scorer, not only for UPrep, but also in the game with 23 points. Katie Dre is not far behind her for Seattle Academy, had 22 points.
Well, Mr. Dupree, Seattle Academy girls will move on to the semifinals, and we'll be back here for the quarterfinal game with Seattle Academy boys taking on the UPrep boys. We'll be back in about anywhere between 15 and 17 minutes, so
stay with us, and yeah, we'll have that game for you. Huh?
Yes, we'll be back
right here on the Rainier Avenue